Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening. Today, me and my team will exploring language variation, especially for Malaysian English and Japanese English. First, let me introduce myself and my team. My name is Melanie Auditiara, and there is Isa Ardina Adha, Ineka Putri Naya, and Nela Amelia Nugraheni. Before we jump into the language variation, I will let you know about the definition of each variation. First, what is Malaysian English?
So first, what is Malaysian English? Definition of Malaysian as an outer circle English language country. Malaysia is classified as an outer circle English language country where English is used as a second language due to its colonial history. It plays an institutional and social role, particularly in education, government, and businesses. English in Malaysia has undergone nativization, creating a localized variety often referred to as Malaysian English or Malay. While Malay or Bahasa Malaysia English is essential for socio-economic mobility and international communication. And next, what is Japanese English? Definition of Japan as an expanding circle in each country. Japan is categorized as an English language country where English is taught and used as a foreign language for international communication, and it holds no official or institutional role and remains closer to international English norm. In Japan, English is a language, not a second language, as Japan was never colonized by English-speaking powers, and unlike other circle countries, there is minimal nativization of English, and it is used in its standard international forms. And next.
Okay, next is number of speakers of Malaysian English variety. So the total population of Malaysia is estimated to be 34.1 million people. This data is based on Malaysian Statistic Department survey, and the percentage of Malaysian English speaker is 72.2%, or if we calculate it with the total population, it will be 24.6 million people in Malaysia, or they are able to speak English or Malaysian English speakers. This is from QD Technologies in 2023. So this is actually a really high percentages for a country that are not native English speaker, because Malaysia take English as a second language. And next is number of speakers of Japanese English variety. So in Japan, less than 20 until 30 percentages of the Japanese population can speak English. This is from the History of English in 2024. And so approximately 18 to 34 million people can speak English. But less than 2 percentages of Japanese English speakers can speak English fluently. So despite 20 until 30% of Japanese that can speak English, there's just only 2% or less than 2% that can speak English fluently and properly. And also for the additional information, there are 94,758 native English speakers living in Japan in 2021, mostly from the US. So from the total amount of the Japanese English speaker, there are also the native English from other countries that living in Japan. And next.
Next, we have characteristic or distinctive features of Japanese English variation. The average Japanese person has problems when speaking English, especially for words that have the letter L will usually sound like the letter R. This is because Japan usually use unit of sounds like A, I, U, E, O, or Kaku, Keko, and etc. For example, The word black is often heard as brake, and please becomes pride. And also, they will learn words with vowels. For example, interesting become interesting. Next, characteristic or distinctive features of Malaysian English variation. Not rhotic, it means the R is silent. There is a certain tone to Malaysian English. Malaysians are usually fluent in English because it is used for daily conversation. They usually add the word lah or na and other Malaysian words when speaking simple English. For example, I'm busy lah, cannot talk right now. And come here kejap, I nak cakap something.
Next, examples of words or phrases or sentences from Japanese English variations. The first one is aisukuremo. The meaning of this sentence is ice cream. And then ima rirakuso shiteru. It means I'm relaxing right now. And then online the kaimono osu no gasuki. It means I like shopping online. Online here means online. And then I like ranchi ni iko. It means let's go for lunch. Ranchi means lunch. Next, examples of words or phrases or sentences from Malaysian English variations. First, kita pergi makan ke restoran nanti I call you. It means we're going to eat at a restaurant. I'll call you later. There's a code switching in this sentence. It's mix of Malay and English in one sentence. Next, I don't know lah, maybe I try tomorrow. The meaning of this sentence is, I don't know, maybe tomorrow. Lah here is used to convey uncertainty or willingness. And then, what time you finish school lah? It means, what time do you finish school? The at the end of this sentence is used to indicate a question or add a sense of informality. And next, ayo, I forgot to bring my wallet. It means I forgot to bring my wallet. Ayo here shows annoyance at his negligence.
And next is the future of English variation. So, not all countries will accept or communicate with English in their daily lives. It all depends on the needs of, for example, like for school, work, and other social events. And next, in some cases, such as countries that have alphabetic forms with characters or not like Latin letters, it will be difficult and apply it in daily life, such as Japan, because they have different kind of alphabet. It's more like calligraphy, and it's hard for them to understand from the Latin letters for the meaning. And next is, in some cases, there are countries that simply do not want their national language to be replaced by English, maintaining their cultural heritage in the form of language. So this is actually about culture itself, because language is part of culture, and country for a nation, they need to think carefully about how to adapt and how to still connected with the world while the world is still globalized. So not all the countries will very open about English, but they need to, because requirement is a demand of the world right now. Next.
Next, it can emphasize on a native English. So education system worldwide may increasingly teach regional forms of English, British or American English, further promoting variation.
The varieties of English have a great opportunity to continue to develop and adapt to globalization while maintaining their local identity, and will remain an interesting and valuable phenomenon, even though globalization brings a push to further improve their English language skills more formally.
With the development of technologies, social media, people don't feel embarrassed or burdened by their accent English. With the exposure of people taught variation of English around the world, makes other people curious and want to learn to use their accent English. So it's not just fixated on using American or British accent.
So that is all about Malaysian English and also Japanese English, from the definition, for the information of the number of the speakers, and then the example characteristic, and finally the future of English itself. So hopefully all of you that watch our video later will gain knowledge about language variation, English variation, or word Englishes. So today, to wrap up the discussion today, I would like to say thank you to all of my and to all of the viewers, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.